Good evening and many thanks for choosing KUTV to keep you informed once again. It is the 10th day of September, 3 days to when we will count the Kenya Kwanza's official stay in State House. So what has those 3 years been like? We have reports in that line. Let's get the highlights.
Lawyer Kyalo Mbobu's killing sparks outrage as DCI vows justice, with the Law Society of Kenya condemning it as a targeted assassination. Rigathi Gachagua accuses President William Ruto of weakening Kenya's defense against Jubaland forces dominating Mandera. Years into Ruto's presidency, Kenyans remain divided over whether his promises have eased the cost of living. And in Garissa, SUPKEM mediates mosque land dispute in Garissa, restoring worship at Cuba Mosque and easing community tensions.
This is KUTV Primetime News with Yvonne Kemuma.
That's right, and unfortunately we are flying solo tonight, but you can always engage with us on X at KUTV_Kenya, at Kemuma_Monari. We are streaming live on YouTube at KUTV News Kenya. Will begin. Now, while conveying its condolences to the family of lawyer Kyalo Mbobu, the Directorate of Criminal Investigations, DCI, assured the public that efforts to bring the perpetrators to justice are underway. However, the Law Society of Kenya condemned the killing as a deliberate assassination and urged authorities to act swiftly and protect legal professionals after police confirmed that Mbobu has fatally been shot in a drive-by attack by an unknown assailant. Now, we do hope justice will be served. Moving on, President William Ruto continues to face pressure from the opposition, particularly from the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Speaking to the media, Gachagua criticized what he called the weakening of Kenya's ability to confront Jubaland forces, which he says still dominate Mandera County. Here's more.
The deteriorating security situation in Mandera County has sparked mixed reactions from leaders, particularly opposition figures led by the Wiper Party leader Kalonzo Musyoka and his counterpart from the Democracy for Citizens Party, Rigathi Gachagua.
We shall remain steadfast in defending the rights of all citizens.
Speaking to the media, the former deputy president condemned the president's silence on the Jubilant issue, stating that the president understands the root causes of the unrest in those areas and urging him to resolve the matter quickly because spilled water cannot be retrieved.
For guesswork. If William Ruto's recklessness and casualness as militia from Jubaland continue to wreak havoc on the Kenyan soil is anything to go by, he must be advised that the presence of foreign militias in Mandera County is a direct violation of international law and a breach of Kenya's diplomatic obligations. DCP party therefore demands with immediate effect, 1, that Jubaland militia and all foreign militia be flushed out.
Referring to the security provided by the Kenya Defence Forces, Gachagua called on the KDF commander to intervene and withdraw troops so that the security can be restored within Mandera's borders.
The Constitution of Kenya, Article 238, Sub-Article 1, states, national security shall be pursued in compliance with the law and with utmost respect for the sovereignty of the people of Kenya. And Article 241, Sub-Article 3, makes it clear the Kenya Defence Forces, KDF, shall defend and protect the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the Republic. The silence from the commander-in-chief.
Regarding preparations for the upcoming by-elections, DCP clarified that it will support the Democratic Party in the Mbeere North by-election, which is expected to shape the leadership of Mount Kenya. It also clarified that Duncan Boy, the former DCP candidate, will run under the Kazi Kwanza party led by Moses Kuria.
We have agreed that DCP will support the Democratic Party in Mbeere North constituency, acknowledging that the seat was previously held by the Democratic Party and should rightfully be retained for the party's candidate to complete a full term, and hence DCP has agreed to give support to the Democratic Party candidate and start down our candidate at DCP.
Additionally, Gachagua stated that the party will continue its alliances with opposition parties and confirmed that by 2027, the party's presidential candidate will already be identified.
Number two, we have also agreed that we support the Wiper Patriotic Front candidate in Mubuni ward in Machakos County under the opposition banner. Equally, we have also agreed to support the candidate of the DAP Kenya candidate in Kabuchai and Chwele ward in Bungoma County. For other elective positions, DCP shall field and mobilize fully to campaign, popularize and seek votes at our party ticket. As we
Beryl Otieno reporting for KUTV.
Now, President William Ruto and the opposition leader Raila Odinga held a symbolic handshake on the 7th of March at KICC, vowing to work together to tackle Kenya's social and political challenges. In field interviews, citizens expressed divided opinions, some hopeful about peace and unity, while others doubting the possibility of lasting change.
Several months after the historic handshake between President William Ruto and Raila Odinga, Nairobi residents are weighing its impact. Opinions remain divided, with some citing improved peace and social cohesion, while others question lasting results. Resident Isaac Mohammed said it has brought peace and believes the unity gesture offers lessons for Africa.
I'm Isa Mohammed, and the issue about the handshake, to me, it is good, and it is working for the sake of social impact. And the social impact way, let me take an example to the Republic of South Sudan, the Republic of Somalia, Central African Republic, and other nations that have been in wrangles. You see, we must give democracy a space, but again, we must put in consideration of ensuring that the social impact of the people, it is made into consideration.
Avida, a youth and Nairobi resident, say the handshake between President William Ruto and Raila Odinga has brought change. He recalled that past elections often sparked riots and loss of lives, but believes the truce has reduced tensions and shown responsible leadership.
For me, I'm into the handshake kwa sababu ya mambo kadha wa kadha ambao nimeona imeleta kama mabadiliko. Handshake imekuwa important kwetu as a country because this country is bigger than anyone, any individual, yes. And after the elections, people have differences. Na tuliona streets, kila mtu alikuwa anakuja na difference yake. People are differing on one point or another to kind of extent where we had strikes on the streets. Now the protests were not heading us to the right direction.
During his campaign, President William Ruto reportedly praised his deputy Rigathi Gachagua, saying he would ensure his protection. Political pressure is said to have forced the president to remove Gachagua, who had allegedly planned to block Raila Odinga from taking the office. A number of Kenyans expressed anger, claiming that giving Odinga the opportunity went against the expectations during the demonstrations. Kenyans' opinions differs over President Ruto's 3 years in the office and his agreement with Raila Odinga. And the big question is, what awaits in the 2027 elections? Edna Nerea, KUTV, Nairobi.
Many thanks, Nerea, for that report. Now we'll remain on a similar beat. Now, tonight, we take a look at the hits and the misses and the reactions of Kenyans as President William Ruto marks 3 years in office on the 13th of September. While some believe the president is on course in improving the cost of living, many others feel that his promises to emancipate the country are nothing but empty talk. Our reporter Yusuf Abdel Nasir was in Nairobi CBD and filed the following report.
As President William Ruto marks 3 years since assuming office on September 13, 2022, Kenyans have mixed reactions to the economic situation in the country vis-a-vis the promises the head of state made during the run-up to the 2022 general election. In a survey done by KUTV in Nairobi, a number of Kenyans have defended President William Ruto's reign, affirming that the country is on the right track economically, while appealing to Kenyans to give President Ruto's administration ample time. A resident expressed hope that the president will keep on delivering what he pledged to Kenyans during campaigns.
As a president, Ruto kama president wa Kenya, anajaribu. Promises zake alifanya wakati wa campaign, naona anazimplement one by one. Kama mambo ya affordable, mambo ya empowerment, naona zinaendelea. In 3 good years, anajaribu yule anaweza, maana amezifanya zingine. Sasa kwa miaka 3 naona mmefanya hizo chache. Sasa tumempa hizo miaka 2 pia atafanya atamaliza zingine. Ndio naomba sana wa Kenya ongezee tena miaka 5. We support tumjaji after 10 years. 5 years amefanya ngapi? Another 5 years afanya ngapi?
Kibarengi, a member of the Bunge la Wananchi in Jivanji, Nairobi, has acknowledged that the government reduced the cost of maize flour, but stressed that those gains have been reversed by high taxation, which he believes has reduced the disposable income of the common man.
View President Ruto has not achieved the promises he made to Kenyans, the promise of lowering the cost of living, and the other basic commodities. Although the government tried to bring down the cost of hunger, but all that was reversed by high taxes, because Kenyans are highly taxed today. People have lost purchasing power. People have lost disposable incomes. So even if you reduce the cost of hunger and the cost of other basic commodities, it does not have an effect.
On the same breath, a large number of Kenyans have urged the Kenya Kwanza government to shun what they called empty political rhetoric and instead focus on cushioning citizens against the biting economy, creating job opportunities, and restoring dignity to the payslip.
This government is doing many PR things. They need to leave these PR things. Many kipindi hapa, kipindi pale. They need to make sure that the cost of living of normal Kenyans, mwananchi wa kawaida, aweze kuweka kitu kwa mfuko. That is what we pray. We want that mama mboga who is shelling in Marikiti, at least akifanya kitu by the end of the day, akipiga tax na nini, she have something in her pocket.
Even as some Kenyans insist they are yet to feel tangible development, President William Ruto has continued to defend his administration, maintaining it has eased the cost of living. Yusuf Abdinasir, KUTV, Nairobi.
Now let's move on. The Senate ICT Committee has urged governors to fully adopt the integrated financial management information systems and the revenue collection management system to enhance efficiency and transparency in revenue collection across counties. Speaking during an inspection visit in Machakos County, Committee Chair and Trans Nzoia Senator Alan Chesang noted that IFMIS has boosted accountability, while the revenue system has significantly increased collections in the county's health sector from 30 million shillings last year and to 775 million this year. Chesang praised Governor Wavinya Ndeti for cracking down on ICT officers accused of manipulating the systems to embezzle funds. Meanwhile, Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei called for an urgent audit of the Social Health Authority (SHA) to verify debts owed by both the national and the county governments.
The system, the management system, and we have seen the system really working in county governments. For the few that we have gone, this is one of the counties that we have seen growth in terms of revenue.
SHA, this county close to plus 500 million.
and they have not been paid is very unfortunate. And as a committee, we will demand that the system audit, IT audit of the share should be audited immediately.
Okay, now 14 minutes past the top of the hour. We are due for our first break. I do trust I will be seeing you on the other end. Continue engaging with us on X at KUTV_Kenya, at Kemuma_Monari. See you on that side.
A new era, a new people. This is the Law Matters Show. A program that brings you legal sensitization on your television.
A statement is written and just a quote to the prosecution.
I think that this loss is a setback for Raila Odinga.
What policy recommendations were fronted by the candidate?
With diversity, we demystify important legal issues locally, regionally, and internationally.
What Tanzanians.
Join me, Elvin Onsongo, I bring you more insights on law matters.
We are looking at social issues. What is the problem? Is it the economy? Is it...
Law Matters Show, creating awareness, advocacy, and enhancing lives.
You are watching KUTV Primetime News with Yvonne Kemuma.
And we are back. I see you kept it KUTV. Let's continue informing you. Remember, we are streaming live on KUTV News Kenya on YouTube. Now, the Cuba Mosque in Garissa is once again open for worship after weeks of tension stemming from a land ownership dispute led by the National Secretary Abdullahi Salat. The Supreme Council of Kenya Muslims, SUPKEM, successfully mediated the dispute that had threatened worship and unity in the community.
Peace has been restored at the Kuba Islamic Center in Garissa after a month-long leadership wrangle over land escalated into clan tensions, leaving several people injured. The Supreme Council of Kenya Muslims, also known as SUPKEM, led by National Secretary Abdullahi Salat, mediated the dispute and confirmed that calm has returned, urging respect for the sanctity of worship.
It's a dispute on the leadership of that area, and today we're here to announce that we have came to an agreement that both parties have reconciled, that they will be living in that land. We'll be allocating each party an area where they will carry their activity peacefully.
Speaking to the press, Abdullahi Salat hailed the breakthrough, describing it as victory for unity and faith, thanking political and religious leaders who supported the process. This comes after the serious land dispute that forced its closure after rival imams led simultaneous prayers, a move widely condemned for undermining Islamic principles. Salat and the other Islamic leaders mediated peace, making both parties agree to share facilities, use land solely for religious purposes, and nominate 30 members for security.
Visiting there, and in the meantime, because of movement, we have also agreed that that place will be manned by 20 people from both parties, for the next 1 month, so that both parties will be carrying their activities outside those areas. After 1 month, then everybody is going to take his position.
Garissa Supreme Treasurer Hassan Abdi appealed to residents to uphold peace and harmony, stressing the need to respect the resolutions reached. Abdi emphasized that worship at the Kuba Islamic Center must remain uninterrupted and sacred, urging the community to move forward with unity and reconciliation.
Sasa tuko sawa, alhamdulillah. Ile shida ya shetani imetoka leo. Asanteni sana, na tunawaomba wakazi wa Garissa waitie hiyo amani ambayo leo tumekuja pamoja, na wapatie amani hiyo center, na wale ambaye wamekuja na walikuwa nia fulani, tafadhali tunaomba kama sisi viongozi vyenu tunasema kuweni amani tafadhali, na tushike pamoja na tuwe na amani, umoja na upendo kati yetu.
As Kuba Mosque reopens, Garissa residents are encouraged to cherish peace, protect religious sanctity, and work together towards building a stronger, united community guided by faith and mutual respect. Paulette Akoth, KUTV.
Now, in Kenya's governance system, the deputy president and the deputy governors have seemingly had a hard time as they deliver on their mandate of supporting their bosses. Often, they are overlooked and perceived to be puppets from doing everything according to their bosses' orders.
In Kenya's governance system, the deputy president and deputy governors have had a rough time as they deliver on their mandate on supporting their bosses. Often, they are overlooked and perceived to be puppets for doing everything according to their boss's order. In both offices, there have been challenges. Former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua has been straining with President William Ruto's allies with evidence of isolation in government in the clashes over Mount Kenya politics. James Nyoro clashed with Governor Ferdinand Waititu and later took over Waititu's impeachment. Despite their constitutional status, leaders have called on Parliament and the Senate to act quickly to pass legislation that will clearly define and safeguard the duties of deputy governors and the deputy president, claiming that the positions have remained ceremonial.
What am I trying to say? A disclaimer, Mr. Kabul. It is not the wish of deputy governors to go through stress. It's not the wish of deputy OCSs to go through stress, or deputy head teachers. There is something wrong in the policies of our nation.
According to the Deputy Speaker of Kirinyaga, Honorable Gennaro Jamumo, the Senate and Parliament have a responsibility to pass legislation that fortifies the positions of deputy governors.
The moment come to elect leaders, not politicians, that is the time this nation, this county will start going rising. Every other election year we come to elect politicians, we do not elect leaders. Kindly, when we are coming to elect leaders in Kirinyaga, and they're all, but those people that we put in responsibilities to angalie viongozi ni akina nani.
Both offices, though critical for governance continuity, remain prone to political mistrust and constitutional grey areas that weaken their influence. Rose Karori, KUTV, Nairobi.
Now, many thanks, Rose Karuri, for that report. President William Ruto has received letters of credence from 8 newly appointed ambassadors in a ceremony at State House, Nairobi, marking the start of their diplomatic mission to Kenya. The envoys included Farid Ouahid of Algeria, Katalin Nirati of Hungary, and Catherine Moe of Norway. Okay, now let's take a second commercial break and then we're back with the sports news.
Are you ready to take charge of your health? Welcome to Focus on Health, your weekly guide to staying informed and living better. Join me every week as I sit down with trusted medical experts.
Gynecology is basically a field concerned with mainly the female genitalia.
Explore real-life stories
during when the patient come in
and bring you updates and tips that are beneficial to your health. Because health isn't just important, it is everything. Tune in to Focus on Health every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. only on TV. I'm your host, Candia Marian, and I'll see you then.
My name is Jakub Petri. I'm Associate Professor in the Institute of Philosophy of Jagiellonian University in Krakow, Poland. And I'm the main coordinator of the CAFE project, which is being here hosted by Kenyatta University.
My name is Ewa Hudoba. I am a project manager in this consortium. Keep watching Edge Research at Kenyatta University Television.
Now, the Safaricom Chapadimba All-Stars boys team won their first match friendly against host SD Huesca EU Under-23 6-1 at the Huesca Academy grounds in Spain. Brian Roca opened the scoring with an early shot and Derek Okech doubled it, giving the All-Stars a comfortable 2-0 lead at the break. The boys' friendly tournament kicked off the second day of the current Safaricom Chapadimba All-Stars Elite training camp in Spain. Before the morning training sessions, the players and coaches attended masterclasses. Helen Mito and Martha Simiyu Nafulawere were chosen for the girls team to perform with the SD senior ladies team in the evening show.
Zoezi ya jana imekuwa poa. Tumetrain I think drills karibia 3 na imekuwa poa. Ilikuwa mambo ya transaction na passing, pia finishing tumefanya kidogo. Game imekuwa poa, nimeenjoy kimimi.
Playing against the Kenyan team was an amazing experience. I come from the United States, so I don't play against a bunch of other countries or places. So it was an amazing experience, and they like to run a lot, very physical, and it's very fun to watch. It's very fun to play against as well. Very quick, and you know they're very passionate. Like they play free. How they play is amazing. They don't play like a system. They play like how we all like to play football. They express themselves playing.
This morning we had a session to pass through to the decision making, to have like different options in one side and the other when the people has the ball, in this case the players. So it was a very good and very intense session, which is good for the boys. This afternoon we had a game against the C team of the club. They were competing very, very good.
Now, Kenyan international defender Alphonse Omija has broken his silence following the claims that he has joined Etoile du Sahel after a year with Gor Mahia. Defender has written an emotional farewell to Gor Mahia after confirming a career-defining move to Tunisian club. Omija was confirmed to have refused a new 2-year contract in August, instead agreeing to terms with the 11-time Tunisian League One winners. The defender, who was presented by the presented by the club on Tuesday will leave Gor Mahia after playing an important role in the club's recent domestic campaign. That marks the very end of tonight's broadcast. Many thanks for being with us from the top of the hour, and I do trust you have been well informed. On behalf of the entire team that was behind this production since the beginning, the crack of dawn, I do thank you. Have a good night.